Okay. Good morning. For a minute there, I didn't think they were going to let me on. All right, let's get this. Yeah, it was just swirling and swirling and swirling and swirling. It wasn't going anywhere. All right, let's see. Piece of cardstock. Oh. Good morning, Miss Arlene. How are you? You know what? I think I want this to be a little bigger. Let's try that. Kind of like that. All right. Okay. So, how's it going? What are we doing? How are we doing? Is everything good? Okay. So, I kind of want... All right, so we're going to start off. I forgot on Wednesday. Nobody reminded me on Thursday. So today's Friday, and we're going to be doing our, our Projects of 24 challenge. And today's topic, well, this week's topic is ladybugs. That's what we're doing. Let me cross it off. Week 40. Only 12 weeks left in the year. Wowzer, right? You're up, right? And that's an improvement. Fantastic. Okay, so now we got this. And let's see how we did. All right, we need to take a little bit more off here. There. And this one over here. Okay. Get that part. I don't know what I'm doing with it. Let me get the rest of this out of the way for the moment. We'll come back to it. Carla! Okay, and I need a hole punch. Okay. All right. All right, that's going to suck. So let's get rid of that. I'm just going to get rid of it. I'll make another one. Where did I put that black paper? There it is. Okay. I need a head for my ladybug. My ladybug needs a head. Okay, there we go. Head. Hello, Christine. Yes, ma'am, I will be. All right. Ladybug body. Ladybug head. It's a little small, but we can live with it. At least it's not cockeyed. Glue. All right, and anybody who missed yesterday, don't forget that, if you want to do the art therapy, the video is posted from last night. So you can get on there and, find out what we did and still be able to join in on the rest of it. Okay, let me get these on here. Okay. Ladybug, ladybug. And let me grab some green for my lady. Why is there always stuff in your way? You know? Okay. I have them green. Cut some leaves. Yeah, so we had fun last night. We tore up a book. We're going to talk about it in a minute. But we tore it up. We did. Okay. So Let's cut some leaves, shall we? Oh, we shall. Here we go. Leaves. What? You don't want to be cut? Get in there. You don't have a choice. Wow, we are just being a pain in the behind, aren't we? I'm going to try that. I may have to get the big cutter. Yep, we're going to have to get the big one. These guys don't want to be cut on the small one. They all want to move around. Let me grab the big one. Hold on. Yeah. All right. We tore the crap out of a book. All right, what did I do with that other piece? Under the machine? No, what did I do with it? Oh, I put it over here. Okay, well, that was interesting. Let's turn this around. Let's get this in here. Do one of those. One of these. One of those. One of these. Get that out of there. I don't need that at the moment. Okay. All right, we got those. Put that on there and get rid of this thing. Ooh. Ooh. Excuse me. Woogie dog. Thank you. All right, let's get these out and get them picked. Look at that. This. Not entirely sure where I'm going with this yet, but we're going to do it. We're going to get this done. This one. Get those pieces out. How are we doing so far? Okay, this one needs to have its pieces popped. All right. That one. Look at that one. And we'll get these out. This is a really nice weight paper. I like it. Okay. We have a pile of leaves. Get these out of the way. get all this out of the way. Okay. So we have a ladybug. I need one more thing though. Let's do this. This will work. Just got this one, so we're going to try it. Okay, we'll give it a shot. We'll give it a test, and we'll test it on this card, on this ATC, and see how it works. I'm going to go grab yellow. All right, we have 2 shades of yellow. Let's go ahead and chomp off a piece of this. And see, this is why I go through so much cardstock. You go over there. Don't lose the head. All right, daisies. Daisy, daisy, daisy. Okay. I have the other machine that's easier, but it's harder to, set up, and it's a pain in the wah-wah. Daisy, daisy, daisy. We have 3 daisies. Okay. I don't know why we're using daisies and tropical leaves. It's a metaphor for something, I'm sure. Just go with me, guys. Just go with me. Yeah. All right, so brand new dye. We haven't even tested it yet. We're going to see how it works. Got that. Let's get rid of this. Again. Ugh. Okay. Now remember, we're cutting through 2 pieces of cardstock here, so I'm going to say this is pretty damn good. I want to say that was pretty damn good. It cut through 2 pieces of cardstock, no problem. Okay. All right, so we're going to glue these together. Okay. Glue. I gotta remember I just put glue in my bottle, so it's like really moving. Glue. Gotta spin that a little bit. Come on. Turn just a little. Thank you. This one. Okay. It's one. Hey, Arlene, I know you were looking for daisies. Do you want me to send you a bunch of cuts from this? I would do it in whatever colors you want, because I have a plethora of cardstock. And then I want this to have a little bit of dimension. So let's get this. This little dimension. Yes, yes. Okay, we have daisies. They have dimension. Not vast amounts, but a little bit. Now I figure out how I'm going to fit all of this on there. Lighter colors, like as in lighter yellow, or like lighter white, yellow, like these lighter? Like pastels? Because I got this whole set sitting here. I used it for something and I didn't, I got all these. Fantastic. I'll cut them out of that. And I will get them set to you, my darling. Okay. So we have, let's put our base down. And our base is going to be leaves. Now, why did I cut some of them the way I did? So that I could put them on the edge. Smart, right? Smart. S-M-I-T. Smart. Son? Yeah? You going to come say hello? Some of your favorite people are here. Hello. See how genius I am? Look at, I got one part that's coming over. It was genius, right? Carla says, Buggy! He had a date with his girlfriend the other night. They went to see Beetlejuice.
Oh, we just need Beetlejuice.
I don't know if he's got a third one in him. She wants to know, was it good? Get in here and talk to the lady. Why are you being so shit?
It's an 8 out of 10 movie, in my opinion.
Get out here.
Why?
Because Carla's talking to you and you're in the other room and I'm not playing interpreter. Boy.
That's how everybody rates. He's playing a game.
I know. Nobody's worth shit because he's playing a game. He says it was an 8 out of 10.
But he didn't say why.
But he didn't tell us why. How about the girlfriend? Is she an 8 out of 10? A 10 out of 20? What?
20 out of 10.
A 20 out of 10. Oh, your pop taught you well. Okay, I think I'm running out of edge pieces. I'm going to have to start filling in. All right. Let's get one of these. There. I know he might be Beetlejuice if they wait that long. Absolutely. Poor man. Can you imagine what it was like to have to get back into that costume, back into the makeup, the prosthetics at this point in his life? Like when he did it the first time, it was like, okay, this is hysterical. Let's do this. But even Winona Ryder is so old, you know? Ugh. Okay, let's see. I'm thinking one more, at least. Put the glue on the right side there, brain damaged. Okay. See, I was smirred a minute ago. Now I'm brain damaged. So Buggy attends online school, so he only goes to school on 1 day a week. That's why he's here. But that works for us because it means he gets to spend more time with grandma and grandpa. And he loves us.
Okay, we'll be leaving Sunday.
He'll be leaving on Sunday because he's got a date. All right. We're gonna. Yes. Right there. Putting it right there. Okay. And then before I go much further, because this is going to have dimension to it, I'm going to go ahead and do the back. Actually, it's the school his mom attended, his uncle attended, well, his aunt and both of his uncles, because Cassie and Mikey went there for a while, and Tyler went there long enough to graduate from there. So he's kind of a legacy in a weird kind of way. All right, so we have that. And then I'm going to put the stuff on the back. Okay, hashtag. I can get my pen to work. Projects of 24 challenge. Week number 40. Ladybugs. All right, so we have background. And then we're going to put this on. Don't you dare. That was a wrestling match. Okay, we're going to go. Glue on the edges. On the edges. On the edges. I don't want this to be. I want it to have dimension. Not a lot of dimension, just some dimension. His head. He needs to have his head. Yes, needs his head. Okay. He might be a little bit too big. You know? And I say he because he's dark red, so he would be a boy. Okay. That is all that. And put this one over here. It's going to exceed the limits of the card. And I'm going to make this one a little smaller. I'm just going to pull that off of there, that back piece. I glued it up, and then I looked at it and went, you know, what I need is, it needs to be a little smaller. So. It was too much. It was too much. Okay. Okay, yeah, I know. It's too much. The whole thing is too much, but what can I say? Okay, what else? Centers. Okay. I gotta try and get these back in the bag. I don't know why my brain damaged mind thought it would be a good idea to toss out a pile of these things. Could have just gone in with tweezers and grabbed the ones I wanted. There we go. Okay. Got that. Let me close this up because that's not going to be heavy enough glue. Hot glue is off. We're going to get the 3-in-1. If I can get it open. There we go. All right. I'm happy with that. That's my ladybug. I'm going to go ahead and set it off to the side, let it dry. It's very wet. Okay. I know I went a little crazy. Every now and then, you got to do that. Okay. Well, crap, that took longer than I thought it was going to. All right. I'm just going to put this one up here for now because I'm going to use it to cut daisies. I think they're daisies. I'm pretty sure they're daisies. Okay. All right. We'll get this put away. All right. So let's get back to, let's do this part first. All right. So last night we started the art therapy. And I started at 5 because I had the time. But we're going to be doing this at 6 o'clock on Thursdays, okay? So we took our book. You can watch the video. Arlene's put the link in for you. But basically what you're going to do is you're just going to come in here. You're going to like go a couple of pages. You're going to rip a few pages out. You want to leave at least 2 pages together before you start ripping pages out. You're going to rip out between 3 and 5 pages so that you go from having a nice full book to this. Okay? And we're going to use those pages to create pockets and art, and we're just going to have a really good time. If you want to do a triple pocket, just, leave 3 pages so that you can have a double pocket. Maybe, depending upon your book, you can fold one in half and make a pocket this way, So it's entirely up to you. You can make just one gigantic pocket here or a gigantic pocket at the top, however you want to do it. And you're just going to kind of go through. Here's a top pocket, and I actually divided this one, so I made a pocket on the side over here, and that's all in the video. So get your book, a good binding. You can see this binding is still stable. It's not wonky. Still a stable binding. So get your book. And, go ahead and tear it apart. Next Thursday, we're going to get started kind of working on a page. No order to this. I'm literally going to just open it up and go, okay, let's work on this. And this is what we're going to work on. Okay. And you're just going to go, okay, I'm going to do this. I didn't really, other than these tall pockets like this, I didn't, these big pockets, I didn't really glue any pockets down per se to make like a pocket because, you never know if I'm going to want to put like paper on this. If I want to cover this with paper, I don't want to glue it and then not be able to glue, put paper on the whole thing. So that's our Thursdays. And back to today. All right. So we have our 2 cover pieces and our spine piece. We have our signatures. We have some art pieces that we're going to be using. We do have our signatures, and here's the thing. Yesterday we took our signatures. I'm going to show you. We have a template here, okay? And then I use that template to put these dots with all of the pages together, clamped together, okay? Like this. We put all of our dots on, okay? So those dots correspond to these lines, and these lines are going to be where we're going to be putting our pieces here. So let me throw a couple of rubber bands on this just to hold it for now. There we go. And I went out yesterday to find some fabric because I wanted to cover this. Now, I did find quite a bit of fabric that I liked. I found this. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, the color in this, fantastic. And I love these. This has nothing to do with this book, but when I work on bee stuff, I can never find bee stuff. So when I find it now, I buy it. Okay. So I got this. Look at that. It's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. It just, ugh. And then I found this one, and I really liked this. Look at this tree of life and the river and all the swirls in the mountains. And oh my, look, it's just gorgeous, right? But it's too big. Those images are too big to put on a journal because it'd be very hard for me to find, to fussy cut spots where it would fit. So I settled on a different one, which was actually my first choice. And it is this one. It is a purple and blue raven. And the ravens are brown and black and teal. And then it's like a purple and blue. But here's the thing. That purple and blue, and I think you can barely make it out on the camera. They're skulls. I walked through the whole store petting it. So I went ahead and made our book cloth. And I'm just going to start tearing this down. And what I did is I made the book cloth an inch bigger on each side. So 2 inches bigger than our pieces so that we had room to adjust. But I wanted to get the book cloth out of the way because really there's nothing that's, more boring than sitting around watching somebody melt adhesive onto fabric. You know what I mean? And then I looked at the video that I have for making book cloth and I said, you know what? You need to make a new video because that one sucks. Now, there is no right or wrong direction, but I wanted to make sure that I had enough, to give me a reasonable cover on these pieces. So that's why I went the extra inch. I probably will cut most of that off, but I wanted it to be there in the start. So all right, so for anybody who doesn't know what book cloth is, book cloth is a way of taking fabric and turning it basically into a paper product, okay? So I'm using a product called Heat and Bond, and I, first I warm up the fabric by giving it a quick press, and then I press on the Heat and Bond, which is a double-sided adhesive. And then when it is adhered, I go ahead and remove the backing, and then I put paper to the back of it. I usually use tissue paper because it's lightweight and it doesn't add any bulk to your project. But you could, of course, use any kind of paper that you want, butcher paper, tracing paper, whatever. It's up to you. So here's our pieces there. You see, I've got an inch all the way around, a little more than an inch, but enough that I can trim this down and get this wrapped, okay? Because we're going to wrap this all the way around, and then we're going to have paper on the inside. So 3 pieces of this, 3 pieces of board. Let me get this trimmed up. And now I'm just going to trim. So I don't think y'all need to watch me glue this down, but so these are my fabric scissors because I don't use fabric scissors on paper and I don't use paper scissors on fabric. Why? Because they just don't work. And yes, everybody in my house knows which scissors they're allowed to touch. And that would be none in that carousel. Okay. What is the advantage of adhering the fabric to paper? Okay. It's because I'm going to glue this down to this chipboard. If I just put glue on my fabric, I'm going to have that glue that bleeds through and it gets kind of crunchy and icky. But by using the book cloth and turning it, gluing it down to a piece of paper before I glue it on and using that, what is known as a dry adhesive, because that is completely dry adhesive, it keeps the glue from leaking through and making that ew mess. All right, so that's 2 pieces. And I got the last piece over here that I need to trim. Okay. And there are certain kinds of fabric that you cannot turn into book cloth. If you have fabric that is stretchy and has a lot of nylon in it or spandex, you're not going to be able to do that. Okay? What you're looking for is cotton. It's called shirting, calico, quilt fabric, broadcloth. There's about 4 million names for it, but basically it's 100% cotton fabric. Okay? And I've seen a lot of videos where people are like, turn your iron up as hot as it'll go. Now, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh my God, don't do that. You want to see what that does? Look at the video that I have for making book cloth, because I actually purposely scorched a piece so you could see what it does. Because if your iron is too hot for your fabric, like if it has a small amount of spandex in it and you use a hot setting, or you're using cotton and you use a wool setting, which is the hottest setting you can get on your iron, it's going to shrink the fibers. And then it just turns into this mess. It's just a mess. You can't use it. Yeah, you can use duck cloth. I recommend that you wash the duck cloth first, though, because duck cloth tends to be treated with like a water retardant, which can actually cause issues. It can brown your glue. All right, so that's all 3 pieces of that. And what we're going to be doing next time is we're going to be gluing these down and putting on our paper, and then we're going to be doing our hole poking. And in order to put the holes in here, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be laying this on here like this, nice and even. And we're going to be poking these holes right down the center. So you can see they're going to be very far in, but it's kind of required for the binding. I did put the video link in the description below for the binding that we're using. I decided on the Belgium. We're going to use a Belgium binding, which is a very creative looking binding, but it's extremely, extremely easy to do.
Let's see what we got to work with.
Oh yes, fabric napkins are wonderful for this, for making book cloth. So let's review real quick what we have here. We have, since we're making a grimoire, this is the reed, which is a poem that is just kind of, it's like a base of Wiccan values. Okay, so we're gonna have that. This section is our spell section. We put a nice generous spell section in here. This is the Wheel of the Year. It tells you all about the sabbats, the lesser and greater sabbats, and that is like the calendar for a witch, you know, for Wiccan. Well, for any pagan really. It talks about the holidays and seasons and stuff like that. The equinoxes, and then there's this little piece here, which is kind of just a free section, free writing section. This is my original graphic that I have on here, that I printed on there, and so it is all 4 signatures ready to go. And we have some pieces of art here. There's not going to be a lot in this grimoire, because a grimoire literally is like, it's the practitioner's personal book. It's their personal journal. So you don't want to have a lot in there, because you want them to have as much room as they possibly can in here. So we do have some pieces that we're going to be working with. I may make a couple of pieces of small ephemera, but next time we get together, we're definitely going to be doing the covering of these. And then we're going to get started on stitching this together. Okay?
Otherwise, yeah, uptime, like I said. Our
Bye, Arlene.
pink test shows no pack loss, the latency. Everything's a happy day on that end.
Okay. So that's it. That's all I got today. If you get a chance, go over and watch that video.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Go over and watch the video. I will see you guys tonight. Don't forget to go vote for tonight's topic. I think you have the kimono paper clips, the tiny mini
All right, and I don't
tuck in.
know where there's been any outages today. I have not
And
pulled
there's
the
one
notes
other
to see
one there.
the
I don't remember
signal
what it
is in
was.
the area.
Let me look.
Yeah.
Oh, good
If you
gravy.
wanna
What
wait,
else is
I'll
on there?
pull it.
So you get the kimono paper clip, the scrap pad, and the tiny folio tuck-in. So if you're interested in any one of those and you'd like to see it tonight on our craft with me, go ahead over to the Facebook group and vote on that. And that's it. That's it. That's all we got today. So I'm going to get this put away because we're not going to be working on this for a couple of days. And I want to keep it safe and clean and cat-free. So in there.
Yeah, someone else is
There we go. I got that over there. I have so much stuff stacked up next to the drawer here. It's ridiculous. So that's it. I will see you all this evening for the craft with me. I will see you tomorrow for mixed media. And then, of course, on Sunday morning, I will see you all for That's What She Said.
At this point, yes.
And
if it was before then, I mean, if you guys had called
I
us
think
and
that's
said,
it.
hey, you want to check this out?
And then we have our sale coming up on the 7th in just 3 days. Can you believe it? Oh, okay. And I got some stuff. Oh, did I get some stuff?
All right.
You guys are going to love it.
Anything else I can try to assist you with
But
today,
that's
Dave?
it. So this is my card for the week. There she is.
All right, my pleasure. I thank you for using
Ladybugs.
my
Could have made her a little
you guys
smaller.
are
Him
so
a little smaller, but
fantastic.
I went over the top. But that's it. That's all I got until I see you again. If you're new, hit that button. Check out the community tab. Go over to the Facebook group. There's links to everything in the description box below. Don't forget to check out my Patreon. And if you'd like to pick up a couple of free digitals, go on over to my Ko-Fi page. There's links to that down there too. And there's a couple of free digitals over there. Until I see you again, stay well. Bye-bye.